Why am I doing this right now? I'm doing this right now because it's this or nothing. I said yesterday that I've always known what decisions I needed to make in my life, what direction I needed to go. And the way I've known that is that there's a hair on me. Is that there was really nowhere else to go, nothing else to do. It's this or nothing right now. Because I don't have the energy or motivation inside to do what I'm not meant to do, to be somebody else. There's this little voice inside me that says, we shouldn't be doing this. We shouldn't be this. We should be somebody else. I want to be somebody else. How do I be somebody else? I look at other people. Oh, I'd like to be like them. I want to be upbeat and cheerful and bright, and I want to have fun and be entertaining and make people happy. That would be nice. It's fun to watch those people. But they're not me, and I'm not them. And they're already filling that space in the world, in the universe of being who they are. And I have a space that's just for me. And somebody inside thinks that's not good enough. Thinks that's not valuable. What I have to offer, what I have to give, is not wanted. It's not wanted. It's not worthwhile. What a terrible way to think. It feels very painful. I need to be who I am right now. Because there's nobody else to be. There's nobody else to be. I can't be anybody else. I'm no good at it. If I try, it won't work. And I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that you think who you are isn't good enough. I'm so sorry that you have that message inside, that you believe that. I'm so sorry. What a terrible burden to go through life thinking that you're unwanted, that you're unloved, that you don't matter, that no one really cares about you, about who you really are, that who you really are has to be hidden away because no one wants to see it and no one wants to know it. How can we put this on YouTube? It's not what people want to see. It's not what people want to hear. People don't want to see you cry. People don't want to see you ugly cry. Everybody apologizes for crying. People can't hardly hold back the tears these days, but they always apologize for it. Because nobody wants to see that, right? Nobody wants to see it. I have to blow my nose. I think that tears are beautiful. I think that tears are healing. I think that tears are necessary. I welcome them. I actually love to cry. I've done enough of it in my life. I was born a Cancerian, ruled by the moon, emotional, very emotional, up and down. And I cried a lot when I was a child, and my feelings were hurt a lot because I was so sensitive, so sensitive. My stepdad used to pound his fist on the table at night. We had a little TV, and we would watch the news during dinner, and he would get so upset about it. And at that time, the Vietnam War was going on, and very graphic images were shown on the news about the war. And Dad would get all upset about it and pound his fist on the table and say, "Bomb 'em all, go bomb 'em all." And I sat next to him, and he would startle me, and it scared me. He was kind of a big, gruff man, and I was a sensitive little girl. And I remember bursting out crying when he did that. I don't know how many times it happened, maybe not that many, but it's a vivid image in my mind. My mother was pretty sympathetic to me, to my sensitivity. But Dad wasn't. And I used to get punished for things sometimes, and I was so sensitive. I felt so bad. If anyone yelled at me or looked cross-eyed at me, I was so sensitive. And one time I was sitting and crying because I'd been punished, and Dad brought me a bowl and he handed it to me and he told me to collect my tears. And I collected a few, and it didn't look like much in the bowl. And I gave it back to him and he said, "See, look at that. Those few little tears, was it worth it?" I don't remember what I answered at the time, but later I realized, absolutely, it was absolutely worth it. What I went through for those few tears was absolutely worth it. It felt important for me to cry, to express the pain that I felt because of my sensitivity. And it's okay. It's okay that he was like that. I forgive him. He was just being what he knew to be. He was just suppressing the emotion that he wasn't allowed to have either when he was little. But I've cried a lot over the years. And these days, I really appreciate when I tear up, because it lets me know that something important, I'm feeling something important, and it's healing. And it often is not necessarily about my own pain. It's often something that I hear in the world and that I connect to, and I feel the pain of others. And it feels important to me to connect with that pain. It's a way of feeling oneness, of feeling connected to other people, of caring about them and their pain. I connect to my inner child through tears, through the pain that she used to feel, and that I still feel, It's like pain is pain, and when you feel it, it feels painful, no matter whether something happened years ago or whether it's happening right now. It's really kind of all the same pain. The pain feels the same. And over the years, I've just gotten better at feeling it, better at allowing it to be there, better at appreciating it, better at being willing to allow it, being willing to comfort the one who is in pain, and telling her it's okay that you feel this way. It's important that you feel this way. So I think crying is good. And people have been doing it in the world more and more. I remember when I was young, men weren't supposed to cry. But I belonged to the church that I belonged to when I became a Christian at 16. Men would cry there. And I thought that was really beautiful because they were touched by something. But sort of the general social theme at that time was still that men don't cry. But as the years have gone by, men have really started to cry a lot, and I think it's a beautiful thing. And I appreciate it because It's those tears that help us to become more sensitive, more mindful, kinder, and gentler with each other. It's those tears that help us realize that we don't want to be too harsh with each other, that we don't want to be insensitive, that we don't want to just run over each other or insult each other, but that we want to be kind and respectful and understanding with each other. Okay, that's enough for now. Bye.